Siri, set alarm for 6:20. What's good, brother? I'm ready to come up with a new thing here. I think I'm going to put double tap if you like metal. Can I put an emoji in here? It might be too long, though. I can shrink it up, though. Then I can center it. Yeah, I got like a cool part for this song now, by the way. It's going to be sick, bro. I'm super excited. I think it needs to go like right there. And then transform, horizontal. Okay, maybe it needs to be a little bit smaller. But that's so stupid. How about that? Boom. Nah, I don't like it. Fuck it. I'm just leaving it there for now. Good enough for me. What's up, everybody? Let's get this thing on the road, shall we? Coco, what's up? Tio, what's good, my brother? Yo, so actually, I'm glad you guys are here. So I got something new to this part of the song now that I think is going to work really well. I turned this on and I was like, yo, this might work really well. So, yeah, let's go over that, shall we? So this is the mono track guitar there. And obviously, you know, we gotta have the you know, all types of shit there. So it's going to be a really cool section, and it's going to be just basically halftime of what we have now, but I think it's super cool. So, yeah, we're going to work on that. Let's go ahead and warm the hands up and play along with what we've got so far on the riff because, you know, writing these things on the spot, I kind of forget what I even write half the time, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Double tap that screen, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Let's rock. Oh. here's where we gotta record. Alright. Channeling some like very Metallica sounding stuff right now, honestly. It's got a very Metallica sound to it with that bum, 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 bum. Just imagine like a you know what I mean? Something like that with it. Anyways, I think I did record this pretty much the way it's supposed to be recorded, but maybe it's a little different or something, but pretty sure this is it. Try and record with it, to be quite honest, though. Just play over top of it and see how it sounds. Alright, so let's get that moving. Yeah, really. Let's get to tomorrow. Let's get Friday moving. You feel me? For real. Alright, so let's keep this one on the practice ring. Boom, 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 dun, 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 boom, 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 dude. When those this is one of those things where the riff is very simple, so you really have to like hone in those drums to like have the right fills at the right part. Like everything matters. Each cymbal, each, china, you might, like every little thing is going to be important. Gotta get the back. Oh, yeah, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and record our down the middle mono track. Throw it up and then double track it, all right? How's everybody doing, man? Good, Tio. All right, so let's get that first 8 bars there and then get to the next section, all right? Because that has a drop off right there where it has a pause, and then it needs to be real big, okay? It's going to drop off, and it's going to feel big, but we're actually kind of like going down, you know what I mean? Because we're hitting the ride. And usually with the ride, you're trying to almost create space or create transparency within the song for whatever part it might be. Maybe in like fast punk, you go to that ride and kind of chime in on that ride for a chorus after, you know, being on the hi-hats and the crashes. Then you go into that ride, hit the crashes and stuff, you know, and then it creates a little bit of transparency and opens up the chorus without you having to change much of, you know, how the song is. So it's going to be big, but it's also going to be going down a little bit, you know what I mean? So let's stop there. I think I messed up right at the end, but we can just fix that. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure we're cutting it right here at the last 2, so we don't even need those. Let's double check. We're still gonna, we could probably end it like that, but we do need that guitar to kind of, you know. I've had a pretty good relaxed day. Didn't have to work today. I was off work. Been literally, I played some video games. I cleaned the house up a little bit, made some food, came up with some ideas, talked to my brother and my buddy who just moved. Was getting ready for the weekly wank off thing. I know what I'm going to be doing for that now, but I can't show you guys because obviously it needs to be a surprise. So, you know, just sort of getting stuff done. Tried to have a chill day without over stressing myself out. I came upstairs. I started working on my sweet picking a little bit. I like got into this mode where like my right and my left hand were really in sync, and I was like, man, like I could do that right now, and I was doing really, really well with it. But then I had to go, and it was time for me to get my son off the bus. So sadly, I had to stop right when I was doing really good. But other than that, yeah, man, everything has just been freaking great. Nice chill day. I actually need to check my messages. Man, I'm so bad at checking my freaking text messages. Like the only time I ever check my text messages is like if I see one pop up while I'm already on the phone and then I click on it and I'm like then I can answer it. I got really good at it again, and then I got really bad at it again within a couple days, and it's been like 4 days, 5 days of good, 3 days of bad. So I need to get up there a little bit. Is anybody else bad with their phone in the chat right now? Who else is bad with their phone? All right, let's record this 8 bars here. You know how hard it is for me to hang on to a note like that? You guys know me. I'm always all go all the time. So playing something slower like this where I'm just dude, that is so hard for me to do. Like honestly, doing playing slower for me is harder than playing faster. 100%. All right, let's get it. All right, let's cut it back. What if I do like a like I bring it down? But we could bring it down because it would kind of give us like our own sense. And you know, honestly, this is gonna be pretty telltale sign to throw in one of these. You guys know how much I love a reverse cymbal. It's like every song needs one. I don't care who you are. Like you always gotta have one. It just makes for a smooth transition. Now it's not the only thing you can do, but man, I like for as far as simple transitions, come on, man. It's easy, brother. Yeah. I guess that will fix that. So the last part is asked me to do a backflip yet. No. I actually at one point was able to do the front flips and front handsprings. Dude, I used to be like so goddamn athletic. It was absolutely insane. But there was like that part of me that was too punk rock for sports, so I never got into sports. I played basketball in elementary school, and then middle school and high school. I was in the bad kids school for all of those years. So I was pretty much just alone for middle school and high school. It was terrible. Tell you what though, made for some good stories. And this noodle up here can't stop being creative. Okay, so here's where I imagine like tucking in some lead guitars there. So let's go ahead and get this next part. I think this is good enough. For when I say good enough, I don't mean we're going to keep it like this. I mean like let's move on and then we'll see exactly how that transition should be anyways cuz we're writing this on the spot, you guys. Unabandoned. So inhabited? We call roll down a hill in a trash can. Dude, has anybody ever rolled in one of those big wheels, like down a hill? Dude, that looks so terrifying. I used to, so me and this kid Jay that used to live in the neighborhood, with uh I want to and don't want to. I know. Well, see, I think the thing with those tires is though, is you're in a circular motion and you're tucked, so you kind of have like that that pressure holding you in place, and it's pretty good because the tires kind of go in. Like if you're inside of it, they kind of have that little bow, so you can really kind of just like pressure yourself in. And the tread is so thick that when you bounce down, it's not like one smack and you're dead. Like it's I could imagine that you can survive some pretty insane stuff if you were inside of a monster truck wheel. But too big, then it's like, oh, I have enough space for my spine to go. Gah! Yeah, the last thing I want to do is scorpion. It's like the worst feeling in the world. Anyone ever did that on a trampoline? Oh my god, that's like the worst. You can still get brain damage. Well, come on, a helmet. Let's go. We need a helmet. I mean, enough pressure even with a helmet on can still knock your brain around and give you a concussion. But I mean, I think you'll be good in a monster truck tire. You'll be alright. Scorpion, yeah. So basically, like when you jump on a trampoline and then someone goes to double jump you, but your back snaps backwards. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you jump on the trampoline and then you don't have that pressure on your back, or you let loose, or whatever happens whenever the scorpion happens and your back bends backwards. Yeah, that's like so painful. Imagine doing that in that tire and then you're hurt and then you have to just keep going. So yeah, I'm saying like if the tire were too big, you'd probably have enough room in there to like if you could stand up and it goes down, you'd get that like double bounce feeling like on a trampoline and then spin your back backwards, like literally breaking your spine. What a hell of a thing to do, breaking your spine. Fuck that. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, got my girl Dolly here with us today. No, we gotta have Miss Parton. Miss Pardon me, Miss Parton. I always say literally. That's like my thing. Literally, I'm retarded. All right, let's get it. Dude, we need one more subscriber to hit 1,650. Let's get it. No, so two people have unsubscribed. Okay, now we need two. Never mind. All right, anyways. Let's start recording. 925. All right, so those drums to that last part there we're not using those. I just kept going with it because it's so fun to play. Hell yeah, brother. Farts are metal. Are farts metal, chat? I feel like farts are pretty metal. Maybe they're more punk actually. I think farts are more punk than metal. What do you guys think? Are farts metal or punk? You tell me. We're gonna redo it. We can do better. All right, cool. So we're gonna snap back those 16 bars, or I think it's 8. Doesn't matter, but we're gonna snap back to where the 8 bars are, right here. Get the right drums for that, and then pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Unless it's Green Day. I don't know. I mean, Green Day's got some pretty, um, like skate punky sounding stuff. I mean, a lot of their early stuff, really has that like um alternative punk rock stuff. Like it's like Green Day was killing it back in the day, man. Like for real. Like they're OGs, brother. They're OGs for the turn of like I guess it would technically be uh third wave punk because their first album was 90, right? Hold on. Let's look at that. All right, hold on. Albums, Show All. It might have been 89 too, because I know they started their band really early. Yeah, it looks like 91 was the very first album that they put out, but I know that they were playing music still before they recorded this album in high school, so late 80s, really. They've been in the game a long fucking time, dude. I mean, if you just say 1990, we're talking 35 years. Pretty insane, actually. Also, what the? Let's talk about this damn album. I mean, we're talking a 23 song album for their first release of for albums, and that might not even be the. Let's do EPs, because they might have put out the EP before that. Because I don't see the first one. No, I don't even see the EP. Yep. Smash It Like Belushi. Yeah, I haven't listened to any new stuff that they put out. Walking Contradiction. Actually, I think I know that song. Oh, that's because it's a few years old. Anyways, yeah, they've been killing it for a long time. Depends, because some ska punk doesn't really have all the elements of ska. There's also a difference between ska punk and crack rock steady. Like crack rock has that really like ska punk, it's got the like that one song we wrote with the but crack rock has like it's just that dirtier element with the raspier vocals. But I mean, ska punk it's kind of a tricky one, because just slight things kind of switch the genre up. It's already such a deep subgenre that changing little things sort of. I always say, like, a good example of a ska punk band is Suicide Machines, because they incorporate a lot of like the punk aspect to it, and then they also will occasionally add in some of um, those ska parts in there, and it's really good. I'm familiar, To. I'm hip, my brother. Is it the last part? We gotta get rid of these drums here and replace it with something different, because that just doesn't sound right. I almost think that this works, but we're gonna have to do like a few things. It's not exactly what I was trying to get, but I do indeed um uh think that this will work for sure. Whoa. It's all mainstream to me now. The recent music you hear on the radio. Oh yeah, no, radio's ass. It's terrible. That's why I haven't listened to the. My God, the radio's been ass for years. I mean, the radio was probably good for like what a few years. Radio was ass to begin with. Always kind of been butt cheeks. You feel me? When I was a child, one of my favorite songs from them was "El Liberator." If you want to, also check that song. Really, from who? Well, Ska P is a huge band. They're a huge Spanish band, ska band. I would say that they're probably, as far as I know, one of the biggest, right? Am I tripping? Pretty sure they're. What the fuck's going on with my camera? Relax there, buddy. I mean, once you've listened to, so much ska, you eventually find all types of stuff from all over the place. Dude, the crackling noise on these fucking streams pisses me off so much. Yeah, but I didn't know that they were that big. Plus, they sing in Spanish. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's there's metal bands that sing in Spanish and sound cool. I mean, really, you can't really understand exactly what they're saying in uh when they're fucking doing gutturals and stuff. So, well, no, I'm not saying that I listen to them frequently, but I'm hip to who they are. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I've seen them on flyers and stuff with Real Big Fish, like when Real Big Fish and all those ska bands go out of country, like they bring Ska P and other bands like them on tour with them. I mean, you got to kind of realize who you're dealing with here. You're not. I'm not like somebody who's just listening to the radio. Why the fuck is my camera doing this shit? This is so annoying, bro. Relax. Why does it keeps getting real bright and real dark for no reason? It's actually tripping out for no reason right now. Um, I didn't know that they were that big. Plus, they sing Spanish. Yeah. And by the way, I will be doing a stream tonight, just on my phone since this one's gonna be so short. I'm gonna do a phone stream showing you guys. Yeah, it's the autofocus that's on here, and I don't know why. Usually, I will have it set to manual, but I was messing with the camera and stuff, and it's just easier to put it in auto, even though I'm sitting stagnant. There is other like a lot of YouTubers will use like the NVIDIA thing, or they'll just have like they'll buy one camera with the fixed lens, like a real low aperture, so it's got the really blurred out background and stuff. But I don't really want my background blurred that much because I'm trying to show you guys my gear. I want you guys to be able to see my gear. Also, I've been thinking a lot about it. I've been wanting to put my camera directly in front of me. Do you guys think I should do that? They have mounts that you can buy that you can screw into the wall, and I'll be able to move it up, down, left, and right. But it'll be for my Sony camera, and it'll be able to go right in front of me. So it would look a bit different than, having it be sideways. I like to do it by side because then I can just go like this. I've been thinking about it because then it'll get, you guys will be able to see like the whole room. It'll just look more balanced, I guess. Also, I don't think that these drums right here are working. But here's what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to play some lead over top of that. Well, you say that. You say it's just an angle, but you would be very surprised at how much an angle would matter. You know what I'm saying? Like if people are watching, like what if I was this far back all the time? It's like they do matter to a point. Like if you're getting real dramatic about it, but in this case, it would be up a little higher. You guys would be able to see the guitar at all times. I wouldn't have to move this thing as much. I've also been thinking about getting one that just comes down so that way you guys can see the guitar. I hate that the guitar is blocked for you guys, but yeah, TBA. I'm gonna see how much they are. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that was like the perfect take right there, and I'm fucking pissed off that I did not just get that recorded. Like everything about that had some feel to it, man. That was fucking good. Damn it. All right. Damn it. Why can't I hit that note? Literally every time I press record, I can never get anything right, bro. I swear to God. Fuck. I'm retiring. Ah. All right. Very irritating. Very, very irritating. Let's go. Rack 'em up. Rack 'em up. Very I did my essay. Sick. You think you got the pass on it? Terrible. Fucking terrible, dude. Absolute garbage. $105. What the heck, man? How's that possible? It only goes to 100. I thought. Is that like, does the extra mean anything? Is that just like a teacher's way of like, saying, "Good job." What's up, Mitty? Alright, I'll catch you, Abandon. Nah. They just like me 'cause I'm chill. Hell yeah. That's chill. That's sick, my dude. By the way, I'm going to show you guys a guitar that you've never seen before later tonight when I get back from taking Owen to Taekwondo. So we're going to wrap this up here in a couple minutes, and then I'm going to get back on tonight. Just want to show you guys where we were with the song because, I mean, basically finished. I mean, we got to get the lead guitar, but thinking about just making that its own thing on here, you know? Really messed up that last part, which sucks. Might be able to actually slice it, because I did the other one at the same spot, and it might actually fit. I think this one was better. Sexy. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm adding an octave down to this chug part. And what I'll have to do there is add 2 separate tracks and then put these there so that they stick out and you know that, oh, this is like, why does this sound heavier all of a sudden? Well, that's why. But that is what it will sound like. So here it is with that on, and here it is with it off. So here it is on. I'm going to do just guitars so you guys can hear it with just the guitars. So here it is with the octave one. On. So it's just supposed to be there to give it that extra little bit of, you know, make it a little bit heavier sounding. We want to separate this breakdown from the rest of the song. I think that this might work really well. All right, so let's add the bass and see how that sounds. Obviously, we don't want that during our fast thrashy parts. It's just not going to sound right. That is with it on. And off. So really all I'm trying to do there is just give it a little bit of oomph, a little thickness in the guitar since we're double tracking. Carl, hey buddy. Yeah, you need to get down. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You need to get down. You do. Everybody want to say hi to Carl real quick? What's up, buddy? No, I know what you're trying to do. He wants to try and get up on the computer, even though he knows he's not supposed to. I don't even know if you guys can see his black ass. He's so freaking dark in the camera. Freaking hair on the thing. Carl is a shotgun. Wow. Yo, why is the news basically just YouTube shorts, but what you read? What the hell? Carl? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to double that. We're going to create 2 tracks here. We're basically just going to do this. Check this out. We're just going to copy, and then right here, it's going to be paste. There. Now, obviously, we're going to have these 2, and it's not going to sound right. It's just going to be way louder and have too much going on. So, first off, need to get rid of the all those guitar tracks there. That's not what we were doing. What we were doing though is, let me make sure that this is off. It is not on these channels. So I just created that for this. Yo, Jared, what's good, brother? I'm learning to slur in Japanese. Nice. Can you teach me some slur words in Japanese? There's a black pussy nearby. That's what she said. I'm running a demo version of Reaper, and it did not detect my keyboard with the MIDI to USB adapter on my PS3. Wait. Bruh, I was running a demo version of Reaper, and it did not detect my keyboard with the MIDI to USB adapter to PS3. Okay, this is all you got to do. Are you still here, MIDI? Let me know if you're here, and I'll show you where to check. All right, MIDI's still here. So all you want to do is at this top right corner right here, you see my cursor right here on the right. You're going to go up here, and basically this is like going to preferences. You can also do this at the top here. What would it be? No, it should be options and then preferences, but it might not be. It might be under view and preferences. Either way, there is another way to open up the preferences section. I'll show you the other way, but first off, if you're trying to get the MIDI board detected, if you're trying to get your keyboard like this detected, an easy way to do it is to click. I'm not going to be able to talk during this, but basically I'm going to click on this, and then on the left-hand side, there's all the different options. You're going to click the MIDI options, MIDI output, input actually, and then you're going to make sure, and output, and make sure that it is detected. If not, you can run through. Sometimes all you have to do to get the MIDI detected is literally just click on that, go to the MIDI part, press OK, and then done. That's it. Like, for example, if I close out a Reaper and then plug my MIDI keyboard in after I open it up, it won't play for some reason. So I have to just click on this. I'll show you. So yeah, just go through that and make sure that everything is set where it needs to be set. Okay? Uninterested. What's good, my brother? Not much, man. Gonna be getting off here here in a little bit. I'm actually getting ready to do the bass real quick, and then I'm gonna be getting off here. I need to get off here because I gotta take my son to his taekwondo class, and then I'm gonna do a phone stream from my phone, just a quick one of a guitar that I'm gonna be fixing up. And it's going to be a lot of work on this one. It might not even be fixable to the point where it's like fun, but it will be cool. So come around for that. Come hang out. I'm gonna grab the bass. Let's get the bass for this last part of the song. Those of you that missed what I did here, all I did was I took the left and right guitar track of the breakdown. I copied that, and let me go ahead and put octave. Do oct down. So that is the octave down. Oct down. There we go. So we know that these ones right here are the octave down version. So they do have the regular over top, and then I have an octave pedal going into it with the mix knob at about, I would say 35, maybe 40%. So you just get a little bit. And you can tell how much heavier they sound with it. There's probably a way to go about it, MIDI, but I'm going to just tell you this about Reaper. You can literally, if you're smart enough or you can find a thing on it online, Reaper will pretty much let you do anything. Reaper will pretty much let you do anything. Like, Reaper is actually one of, if not the best, for just doing whatever you want. Kind of like how Linux compared to Windows is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kind of that comparison where you can go in and you can actually go in here. I'm pretty sure I saw someone doing this in a video, but there's certain things that you can do and recode the way that your version of it works. It's crazy. Like, you can go in here and do just about whatever with Reaper. It's very, very cool. It's very versatile. Something you might have to do, though, is download a driver. So I had to do this thing. My stepdad actually figured it out for me. I was like, all of a sudden, now my MIDI keyboard's not working on my computer downstairs. And he actually downloaded a Korg keyboard driver, MIDI driver from Korg online, just a Korg driver. Put it on the computer, it instantly picked it up, and it was like it was fine. I'm like, okay, simple as that, huh? If any of you know Japanese, then I'm screwed. I use sound fonts. I know nothing about Japanese at all. I know nothing about the Japanese language. All right, let's grab that bass. Ain't she a beaut? Shit, my brother is calling me. Alright, I had to send him a text back, let him know I'm streaming. Because I'm trying to get this done anyways. Okay, so before we go into that next part there, now right here, I want China hits. So I think there should be one here too. This big ass China here. Maybe we should turn that up. That China there. Also, I kind of want it to be mono. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, to the right. I don't know why. I feel like that should be hitting to the right. Let me see. Hey, MIDI, you'll find this funny. There you go. So right here. And right here. Make it special, you know. Don't do too much with it. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get the bass recorded. No more horsing around. Cool. Now let's get the next part recorded. Let's delete that there and put this back and then get this part here. Bum, 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 bum. Let's redo that first one. Let's get a clean take. Let's go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add our sub drop there. Yep, let's go ahead and drop that sub there. Let's make sure we are in. Yes, we are in D sharp. Let's add that sub drop. Right here. Okay, let's activate that. Let's pull it up. I have it triggered on the output. Okay, so we'll drop the sub. Have it on record output mono because it is our mono source. We want that low end. Super sub, like low end stuff, you usually will want to put that down the middle. You know, that's why bass also works so well, having it be that sort of in the middle sound. If you were to like double track bass left and right, I wonder how that would actually sound. You'd have to make it really thin, I feel like. I don't know. Then again, I've never done it, so who fucking knows? What do I know? Hey, what do I know? Okay, so sub drop. Let's get it. All right, I'm deleting that, and I'm going to make it a little bit longer. I think it should be like 1.5 seconds instead of 1 second. So now let's try it. Yeah. Okay, so let's hear that. gives it like a compressed sound almost. All right. It's going to be it for right now, you guys. I got to get ready to take him to his class. But look, man, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Fucking love all you guys. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Discord. All linked above. I'm going to let you guys know more tonight about the shirts. I'm getting ready to call my brother. So with that said, man, I will check you guys later. Peace.